Your ability to capture the permanent wants and needs of the market will ultimately determine the success of your business in the long term. However, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to capture a different form of market demand that comes and goes, and if done correctly, can help you make a ton of cash in a little amount of time. What's going on, everyone? It's Spencer here. If you're new to the channel, I run a growth-focused agency by the name of Easy Media, where we help multiple 6- and 7-figure Shopify brands scale their sales profitably. Now, you've probably heard of a word called desire. And the word desire, as read in the dictionary, is a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. But if you've never heard how it actually applies to marketing, your ability to understand your market's desires can absolutely transform your business. In the words of very well-known and established marketers, desire is the force that makes marketing and advertising work. Now, after clearly defining what desire is, the next thing that you need to understand is there's actually two types of desire that exist in the market. One is permanent desire. These desires never leave us. There are things like the desire to be wealthy or desire to be healthy. And the second type of desire is called a trending desire. And as you can imagine, these are desires that come and go. Things like Valentine's Day, or for example, the Barbie movie when everything was pink. These are desires that come into the market and spike like crazy and then slowly drift off over time. What I'm going to be discussing in today's video are the top 3 ways our team and our clients leverage trending desires to scale ads further and, of course, drive a ton more sales in a small amount of time. Let's dive in. All right, so as you can see, we are now inside the screen and we're looking at one of our clients here over at Burn that is actually doing a great job of strategy number 1, which is to launch offers during times of trending desire. So again, trending desires are things that come and go, which means that they're timely. I can almost guarantee that if you're watching this video, you probably launched a Black Friday or some kind of Cyber Monday sale. You know why you did that? It's because there was a trending demand throughout the market to shop for Christmas and holiday gifts, and obviously it's known for being a period where everybody has some kind of a sale. And I know that sales and offers have a ton of really bad, I don't want to run a sale or an offer because it makes our brand look diminished. At the end of the day, if you look at most big brands, they're typically always running some kind of an offer or sale. They do it because it works. So as you can see, we're not only taking advantage of the trending demand or trending desire of people wanting to get in great shape for 2024, we're also applying an offer to it as well that is making it even that more enticing. The main idea with strategy number 1 is to launch an offer or launch some kind of sale around the event that is currently happening in the market. So for example, a Valentine's Day sale coming up in February is probably a great idea. A spring sale in March is also probably a great idea. And then when you get into May and June, a summer sale or a summer offer is another great idea. When you can jump on trends like this and capture the demand with a strong offer for that specific reason of why the user is shopping. Again, in this instance, in the new year, a lot of people are looking to get more supplements or get in better shape. So this makes sense for this brand to have some kind of a new year celebration. Then on top of that, we're also adding the offer, which just pieces it together and makes it that much more enticing to capture more of the demand that is in the market. Now, jumping into strategy number 2, this strategy is very, very similar to the first, but in this instance, we're just going to completely drop the offer and drop any kind of sales language. Now, for anybody watching this that hates to run offers or does not like to run sales on their store, you don't have an excuse for not running seasonal and trending style ads or updating your website to have some of that language. For instance, our lovely client over at CarePod is currently running ads around a winter theme and talking about how it's very cold and you need to get a humidifier in your home. And we're on that trending demand and on that trending desire of the fact that it's freezing and a lot of houses are very dry because they're cranking up their heat inside. In case you're wondering what the heck you're actually looking at, this is a humidifier inside of a snow globe. And unfortunately, this was my idea. I thought it would be really funny to put the humidifier in a snow globe. And as much as you may laugh, this ad is absolutely crushing right now. But if you ask my copywriter, it has nothing to do with the actual graphic and it's all his amazing copy. But with that said, as you can see, dry winter air is harsh on your lungs, skin, and immune system. CarePod is here to help. So again, even though we don't have an offer on this specific ad or we don't have an offer active on the store, this is still tapping into this entire winter trend, and these ads are doing extremely really well for a reason. It's fully aligned with the demand that is in the market. Again, just to emphasize my point further, even if you don't have an offer or some kind of sale active on your store for this trending desire, you should still 100% make ads or update your website around the events that are happening, as updating that around the trending desire that is in the market is still so much more powerful than doing nothing at all. Now, the third and final strategy that I'm going to be talking about is a little bit more complicated to just, throwing an offer on your store or creating some new ads. I'm talking about creating or having some specific product that actually fits exactly into the existing demand that is on the market. Developing a product to capture a little bit more of that short-term demand can lead to massive growth in a short amount of time. The reason why we're over here looking at our client Lifein is because they basically created a product, although it was more just convenient timing rather than actual calculated moves, of launching a pink version of their best-selling product right when the Barbie movie came out. Get that Barbie! And things were going crazy, and basically everybody was doing everything in pink. And as you can see, this product is still sold out, and although it is just an amazing looking hairdryer, the fact that this came out on a similar timeline as the Barbie movie where everybody was just doing everything pink, this created even more demand in the market, because during that massive spike when that movie came out, people were literally just buying anything that was pink. So the fact that we had a pink version of our product during that time just led to an insane amount of demand for this product in particular, and actually has led to it continuously selling out. Now again, like I mentioned, this happened to be more of a coincidence rather than an actual calculated strategy to drop the pink Lifein on the timeline that Barbie was coming out on. But at the end of the day, having some kind of product that is really, really good at capturing trending demand, like I said, can lead to a massive amount of sales in a very small amount of time. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and rush and get some kind of pink product or develop some kind of product for Valentine's Day because you need to sell a new product on Valentine's Day. Make sure you spend the time to actually develop the product properly and make sure that it's actually a great product, as it will do a lot more harm than it will do good if your product is not good. But at the end of the day, if you're able to develop products for these trending desires, it is a very powerful way to drive sales. And if you combine all three of these things of having an offer or some kind of sale in place that is tapping into that trending desire, and having ads branded towards that trending desire, plus product development to continue to capture that trending desire, is basically a recipe to explode your sales. Well, if you made it to the end, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this week's video. My one ask at the end of every video is that if you actually watched it and you enjoyed, to just click the share button down below and send this to someone else who you also think could get value. And as always, if you're a multiple 6 or 7-figure Shopify brand looking for the help of a growth-focused agency, I definitely encourage you to grab a time with me down below to get your custom action plan. With all that said, thank you again for taking the time to watch this week's video, and I will see you next week.